Hi, I'm Tim Goodfellow for FF News here at Money 2020 Europe in Amsterdam, and I'm pleased to be joined by Katie Pagenkopf from Amdocs. Katie, how are you doing today?
Great, so happy to be here.
Yeah, great, it's good to have you. I'd just be interested to know, as you've been enjoying the conference, what are some of the sort of trends and conversations that you've been hearing? What are people talking about at the conference today?
Well, no surprise, AI is coming up from clients as well as in panels. My excitement around AI for banks is the possibilities of integrating it into their chatbots, using it as part of their call centers, so that if I, as a customer, need help making a payment or checking on the status of a transaction, I have AI available to me. So if a AI bot can pass the bar exam, I expect that they can help me solve my payment questions.
So Katie, for those who aren't aware, could you maybe give us a brief introduction to yourself and your role at Amdocs?
Yeah. So I'm a director of strategy. I'm a consultant. I work with clients at the intersection of technology and banking. My group, in terms of strategy, will help clients develop measurement frameworks, come up with ideas for new products for their backlog, then prioritize those product features, and do any sort of organizational change management that's needed to go to market. Then I have colleagues in design and development that actually build and create and ship off the experience to customers.
That's great, that's good to hear. And what would you say is the real kind of overarching value that your service provides to the customers?
So I see banks struggling a bit with they focus on risk first and then reward, and then very last is customers. So I come in and help remind the organization that really their business is based on their customers and the experience that the customers have with their app or their products, and help banks get back to a more customer-friendly perspective.
And do you see that as a kind of a growing trend that fintechs and legacy banks are sort of waking up to the importance of the customer journey and that sort of thing?
I think what I love about fintechs is that they've forced the issue with the traditional banks. So I was reading research from 2019 to 2021. I think it was just in the US, the percentage of customers who reported their primary financial relationship as being with a fintech went from 6% to 31%. So okay, COVID was happening and there was a lot going on in the world, but if you forecast out that big of a jump over 2 years, traditional banks aren't gonna have any retail customers left. So when I talk to clients and I'm working with banks, I've been kind of nudging them towards personalized experiences and focusing on ways that products can be tailored to the individual user.
And how does your technology help that to happen?
Well, we have a variety. So what's kind of interesting about my business unit is we're consultants within a product firm. So Amdocs has a 40-year history delivering technology like middleware to telco. So now we're repositioning and entering the financial services market as a challenger. If I were to work with a client who wanted to develop family first type product experiences, I would likely want to use ULM. That is the tool that would allow for the entitlements to say the parent has one view of the accounts, the children has a different view. So it would be an accelerator to whatever the customer, the end customer use cases.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And what do you see as the kind of main things that you're looking forward to for the coming year for the company? What's kind of coming up for you guys?
So I am excited about the family first banking specifically. We've been developing some thought leadership around it. And as I'm starting to talk to customers, they're saying, oh yeah, most bank accounts, it's one bank account number to one address to one individual. But how often does that actually reflect our financial lives and how we make decisions about money and how we track our money movement? They tell me that it doesn't.
So Katie, I understand you were speaking yesterday at the conference. Could you maybe give us a brief summary of what you were talking about?
So we were here for a conference called Removing the Fluff from Personalization. And our perspective is often personalization comes up and organizations fixate on the technology platforms. And it becomes an overwhelming exercise to think through, like, how are we going to organize our data? How are we going to get all of the technology infrastructure in place? And it removes the focus from the customer and the customer experience. So my kind of larger point as a part of the panel was that I think we're seeing cross-selling and personalization kind of merge into one experience, because there are so many products and services out there. Customers need help navigating all of the products and services. It's not just about cross-selling to them anymore.